Hello, I'm Michael from Man Warrior Yoga. I'm going to work through about a 10 plus minute flow today. One of the flows and one of the sequences that I was taught where I originally started my yoga training, started my experience or my journey down the yoga path. Something that I really enjoy, something a little bit of fun, certainly strong, certainly has balancing aspects, certainly has back bends, has a little bit of everything in it. So feel free, have a little bit of play with it, see how you go, and give a few poses a try that you may not be necessarily comfortable with, and see how those go. We're going to start down on the mat, going through a little bit of a warm-up before we jump into these things. Bring the hands through to underneath our shoulders, untuck the toes, work through a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, lifting the forehead, exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, move with the breath, create flexion in the spine, and begin to create a little bit of warmth. Just one more. Good. Extending the right leg, left hand. On the exhale, we bring the elbow through to the knee, around the upper back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to curl. Switch on the belly here. And keep the back flat. Special inhale, reaching long. Gaze directly down at your mat. Just one more. Come back down through the mat. Changing sides. Left leg extends, hips are square. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to extend. Exhale to curl. Just two more. Switching on through the belly. Take the belly through to the spine. And release. Good. Walk the hands forward to in front of the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes. Press high through the hips. Keep the knees a little bit bent. And just walk the heels up. Release through the hamstrings. Release through the calves. Pressing back through the shoulders. Internally rotate the biceps. That puffs up the upper back. Keeps away from dropping into the neck. Good. Come back through stillness. Inhale, we're going to lift high up onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale onto toes. Exhale onto heels. Good. One last time. And exhale. Good. On the next inhale, come through to high plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Flow with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale and exhale. Now if you feel still like a little bit more, on the inhale, bend the knees and the elbows. Take them just above the mat. Exhale, press the hips high. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Exhale. Bend the knees, step the feet forward into forward fold. Ankles underneath hips, hands down the mat, release the head. Inhale, hands come through the shins, flatten the back. Exhale, release. Inhale, even a little bit of a cobra through the chest, pulling back the shoulders, lifting with the heart. Exhale, forward fold. One last time. Inhale, and exhale. This time we're going to roll all the way up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, leaving the head and the shoulders to last. And slowly sweep the hands high. Press the palms together, come back through heart center. Take just a moment, the thumbs pressing into the chest, pressing into the heart. Feel the grounding through your feet, feel the connection with your mat, maybe even the earth below. And we'll continue moving into our flow. Inhale, extending high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, leave the right hand grounded, and move into our twist. Left hand high.
Left hand down, press back through downward dog. Inhale, come through, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down or halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the chest. Lift the heart forward, tuck the toes. Downward dog. Touch the big toes together, lift the right heel, and then step inside the right wrist. Inhale, sweep the hands high into crescent lunge. Exhale, come through to forward bend, reaching through the fingertips all the way from the heel. Press into that front foot, lift up through the back foot into our warrior three. Lower the left hand down to the mat, take the right hand high into reversed half moon. Right hand down, left hand high. Start with the hip, rotate through the hip, lifting the head high, flatten the back. Even if you feel a bit fancy, see if the right hand will lift up off the mat just slightly. Good. Lower down through that back foot into a warrior two. Front knee rotating outwards. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, up and back. Catapult the hands either side of the front foot. Press back through downward dog. We'll move through our vinyasa, move through our flow once again. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Exhale, lowering down, scoop the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward dog. Toes step together, left heel lifts high. And steps inside of the left wrist. Ground down to the feet, sweep the hands high. Crescent lunge. Stay up on the back toe. Press into that toe. Into our forward bend, reaching long biceps beside ears. And then the weight moves into the left foot. Extend through the fingertips. Gaze directly down at your mat. Right hand comes down to the mat, left hand lifts high. Reverse half moon. Left hand down to the mat, right hand high. Through the hip, we're extending. And see if that left hand will lift. Good. Step the foot back to the mat. Warrior two. Sink down through the pelvis. Separate the shoulder blades. Gaze directly over the middle finger of your leading hand. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Up and back, breathe into the front lung. Catapult the hands either side of the front foot. Press back through downward dog. Take 2 breaths here. Lifting the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Step inside the right wrist. Ground down through the back heel. Square the hips to the front of the room. And lift the hands through to our warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Right elbow through to knee into our side angle pose. Flatten the back. Extend long through the fingertips. Back through our warrior two. Either elbow through the knee or take the hand through the instep. Sweeping that left hand again. Flatten the back. Inhale, back through our warrior two. And then possibly bringing the right hand underneath the front leg. Taking the left hand behind into a bind. Moving top shoulder back, tucking the bottom ribs under. Extend with the crown of the head. Now stepping the left foot in, we lift arms to the left foot. Woo. Find a gaze with our eyes and extend. Top foot. Lower it all the way back down to the mat. Release the hands. Downward dog. Bit of fun. Show off at a dinner party. Use that one. The bird of paradise pose. Good. Step the feet together. Extend to the left. Inhale, step all the way through. Ground down through the back heel. Square the hips. Warrior one. Ground down to that back edge of the back foot. And then take the hands wide through to warrior two. Left elbow through the left knee. Sweep the hand to side angle pose. Reaching long. You can roll a marble from my fingers and I'll end up all the way down at my heel. Inhale, warrior two. Left hand drops down through to the mat. Sweep the right hand and extend. Inhale, warrior two. Come into a bind. Left hand behind. Right hand over top. Top shoulder lifts back. Extend through the crown of the head. Step that right foot in. Ground to the right foot. And then extend to the left toes. Release all the way back down. Hands come either side of the mat. Press back to downward dog. Good fun. Good fun. Bend the knees. Bring the knees all the way down to the mat. Take them wide. Lower the hips to the heels. Release the chest down to the mat and the forehead. Come into your child's pose. Regather the breath. Regather your focus. Staying here, I'm going to hop up. You stay there. Regather the focus back on you, where you're at, what you need. And breathe. Whenever that going gets difficult, whenever it gets harder, breathe deeper. Breathe down into the belly. The biggest thing I can leave you with is the breath. You find the breath, you can do anything. Well done today. A little bit of fun, but well done. Every time you try something new, every time you do something you haven't done before, you build a new pathway in the brain. From the brain through the neurological highways in the body and create a new pathway. And next time you go and do the same thing, you go a little bit further, it'll be a little bit easier because you're a little bit better, because you've learned, your body's learned. So well done today. Please like, share, comment, tell me what you feel. More than what you think, tell me what you feel, tell me what's in the heart, tell me if it works for you. Keep up the fantastic work and look forward to seeing you on the mat again real soon. Till then, take care.